between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Lamont fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And here's Jones again on second down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 40 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mond looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Lions have 1-6 now. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mond. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mond going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Stay under the
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It's second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now Mon. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mon looks to throw on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll look to throw. quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit in the last couple of games.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Robbie Cross shooting in there, dropping it for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we see flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 44 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a few. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To Williams on a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they go play action here. Mon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Blocked right in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This fielded right at the goal line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On the double.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Escaping the pressure right. Wright's got it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Off the play fake, Mon. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Rodgers going to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is running. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And some room to run now. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Lions 38, Packers 35.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to
Come on, defense.
At the 25.
Defense! Defense!
Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 40. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Mond now off of play action. Williams brings it in. And they'll get him down.
Why? Put me on fucking Gary, bro.
17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quarter about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 38, Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Who finds his receiver, Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson, 27 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try to snatch victory.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kingsley Enagbare brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mon. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Packers, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn